September the 11th in the year 1999, a discovery would be revealed to the world, a find made on an asteroid far from Earth, which, if not seemingly suppressed soon after being made public, would have undoubtedly turned into one of the most incredible discoveries of the past few millennia, proving to the world that intelligent alien life does indeed exist beyond our Earth. Not only that this ancient alien civilization does indeed exist, but is possibly responsible for the numerous ancient anomalies found here upon Earth, which for millennia have seemingly appeared impossible to explain. Confirming the legitimacy of that of the monolith, claimed to be sitting upon Phobos, one of the moons of Mars, by none other than Buzz Aldrin, or the long-claimed picture of a pyramid taken upon the lunar surface, which, due to being in an overexposed state, it would appear slipped through NASA's tooth combs. But what if we were to also find that this comet in actuality, an interstellar messenger, one on a direct course with us here on Earth? Initially spotted by the Linear Project, it was named 1999 RQ-36, yet soon after what was revealed to the world as being found upon its surface, even releasing video and photography of this object. Its name suspiciously and hastily changed to 101955 Bennu, which, rather conveniently, is now named after an ancient Egyptian mythological bird, long associated with the sun, or rather, a light giver, a name that we may all come to realize is quite fitting. In the October of 2020, OSIRIS-REx would briefly touch down, successfully collecting a sample from the asteroid's surface. A capsule containing the sample was returned and landed on Earth in September 2023. Again, September is chosen, with distribution and analysis of the sample apparently ongoing. Upon the satellite's flyby, it would photograph and subsequently briefly share with the world the discovery, or rather more likely, the confirmation of a black pyramid, clearly attached to one of the sides of this alien asteroid. This astonishing discovery was surprisingly permitted to be released to the public, yet the plot would soon thicken once people began to become aware of other startling characteristics of this extraordinary object. Characteristics of equal significance as that of the discovery of this clearly artificial, unexplainable alien ruin. Once the trajectory of the asteroid was calculated, it was reclassified as not only a possible future threat to the planet, but is now classed as one of, if not the most likely object to come into contact with our planet between the years 2178 and 2290 with the greatest risk of impact, strangely picked as being the 24th of September, 2182. Many internet sleuths and film buffs alike will already be aware of a strange synchronicity found within countless blockbuster movies surrounding apocalyptic or other world-altering events. Indeed, such as an asteroid impact. Featured in such movies as that of Deep Impact, Knowing, Bruce Almighty, and so on, this strange premonition of a date of September the 23rd, or an event starting on the date of the 22nd of September, reoccurs incredibly frequently, as if placed there in purpose. Could the creators of these titles know something we don't, in regard to not only this asteroid, but the future fate of our planet? Could we not be expecting an impact, but rather, a visit from the gods? As soon as this designation of the asteroid's threat level literally went into the stratosphere, and indeed the attention surrounding the asteroid's validity then increased, not only was the name of this comet abruptly changed, but a number of media articles which had picked up on the initial story was promoting the asteroid as not only a world-ending object, but were calling it the, quote, asteroid with the black pyramid, only for all of these stories to later be attempted to be scrubbed from the internet. It is clear to us that any correlation between the asteroid's trajectory and also it housing this mysterious yet incredible black pyramid were clearly informed they were to be distanced from each other. What is this black pyramid? Why and how could it be upon this asteroid? One that is not only heading to Earth, but is set to arrive on a date now realized as prophetic of a world-changing event. Have we quietly discovered proof of alien life? Not only proof of alien life, but that the legends of Thoth true? The builders of these sites indeed, that of the gods, long foretold to eventually return? Have we quietly found this messenger, one slowly making its way here? One of such great importance it was decidedly released to the world just long enough for those in the know to be made aware of its discovery, only for it to be swept under the carpet. What will happen when it gets to our planet? What is hidden within? These are all questions surrounding this astounding, possibly history-altering anomaly, which we find incredibly compelling.
We don't usually cover the regular, unusual anomalies found by the countless amateur UFO investigators out there, who are tirelessly combing the terrain in and around our neighbouring planets, moons and asteroids in a search for possible alien craft, artificial structures, or even ancient ruins. Although some of these formations can indeed be intriguing, they're often easily disregarded as mere natural formations. However, our next anomaly, we believe, could be seen as a considerable mystery. Since its launch on the 9th of March 2003, the probe explorer Hayabusa has completed several interplanetary flybys, travelling a total of 2 billion kilometers to arrive at an asteroid known as Itokawa, or more precisely 25143 Itokawa, on September 12, 2005, successfully carrying out numerous scientific observations of the asteroid since then. However, what is astonishing regarding this new research is what has been found within these new images taken of our space-travelling neighbour. It seems, during its enormous orbital journey around the cosmos, it's picked up an unusual passenger. Clearly no normal space debris. This mysterious object, now perched or possibly impaled upon the front of the asteroid, looks for all the world like an artificial satellite. A huge, perfectly spherical object with 3 clearly distinct yet not too damaged legs, or more likely receiver antennae protruding from the area which impacted the asteroid. It's resting upon the so-called Woomera Desert district of the space rock, and was clearly not there the last time it was photographed. Could this object possibly be a satellite from an alien planet, maybe still active? Did the asteroid have an extremely close call with a possible alien neighbour, avoiding an impact we would have never learnt of? Itokawa is a Mars-crosser asteroid, and interestingly, it was the first asteroid to be the target of a sample return mission by a space-going nation, and is still the smallest asteroid ever photographed. It was discovered in 1998 by the Linear Project, and was given the provisional designation 1998 SF-36. However, in August 2003, it was officially named after Hideo Itokawa, a Japanese rocket scientist. Maybe Hideo spotted something. The object it now carries is clearly not of normal formation. Not only does it not look natural, but displays a symmetrical design similar to those found within our own artificial objects, such as satellites. And due to this object being caught floating through space, just like our own satellites do, it's undoubtedly a very compelling anomalous object. Was this small asteroid chosen for the first major exploratory program above all other asteroids because the Japanese knew something we didn't? Just what could this object be? We just hope they explore it further, and whatever they discover, they share it with the world.